This is Kirkuk, one of the richest oil cities in the world. To my people, it's also the soul of Kurdistan, and home to Kurds, Turkmen, Christians, and Arabs. Since the fall of Saddam, this microcosm of Iraq has also been the scene of many attacks by the insurgents, who are waging a war against the US-led coalition and their Kurdish allies. If it blows up here, it will blow up across the rest of Iraq.
The passport. They are asking me where I am going. There has been a car explosion down the road and they killed apparently 2 police. And they don't let anyone go through, but I will try to make it. Shukran. Zor supas. They let me go through. That's great.
25 years ago, at the age of 19, I escaped Saddam's secret police. I had been imprisoned by them and badly tortured when I was just 14. My only crime was being Kurdish. I left to build a new life here in Britain, but never forgot my homeland of Kirkuk. Last month, I returned home. I was determined to find out why the levels of violence was soaring here, and what the future had in store for my people. What was to happen to the Kurds in the so-called New Democratic Iraq, an Iraq that seemed to be so quickly heading towards bloody civil war.
Zor supas. They let me go through. That's great. Hey. Wow. This is the front of the car, and you can see from the colors here, this was a taxi. Now this is the police car. Oh my God, I can see. This is horrendous. You can see a piece of flesh there. There is another, I think it's a skull, a piece of a skull in the car.
The insurgents specifically target the police here. 2 policemen died and 2 suffered horrific burns in this attack. These soldiers of the Iraqi army told me they had already arrested 3 suspects.
I just want to see what it says here. Name Ali Mansour Meski and location and age 18. شلون تعرفون انه هذا هو الجماعه؟ ها؟
شايلين موبايلات.
اها.
شغلات مشتبهين. صورة صدام. صح السوية بالمنطقة واحدة.
اها. شنو اسمك؟ حيدر. وانت؟
علي.
انتم اخوان؟
اخوان.
انتم فجرتوا السيارة؟
لا يا معود والله انا اشتغل حداد على باب الله وجيت هنا وقفت الزبون.
وليش ما تقول لهم انتم بريء يعني انتم؟
قلت لهم والله العظيم كنت ما اسوي بالقران. انا حداد رجال حداد يا تي والله العظيم رجال حداد والله بريء بالقران بريء.
انت عندك صورة صدام؟
ها؟
صورة صدام؟
والله
لقيتها؟
اي والله.
يعني تحب صدام؟
لا والله بالمحفظة ماله. ليش هدينا والله؟ يعني بنضل صدام ما بيتسووا فينا. هو سووا فينا.
As they left, I wondered if they were to suffer the same sort of interrogation as I had under Saddam's secret police. Or will they, in the new democratic Iraq, be treated fairly? $6 billion. This is the amount of money it costs America to wage its war on terror in Iraq every month. The Americans use some of this money to train local forces to head up the battle against insurgents. And for most Kurds, the Americans are still the heroes, the liberators.
I won't say to the situation in Iraq, it's good, it's not bad. And we won't say the President Bush, very, very thanks, and coalition forces, American army, and British army.
But this feeling is not shared by all Iraqis. Most Sunni Arabs are openly defiant against their new rulers.
قبل كان تمشي براحتك وين ما تروح ما حد يقول لك.
قبل.
هسه لا ماكو امان.
يعني بزمن صدام حسين كان احسن يعني كان عندك امان.
امان اكو وين ما تروح ما حد يقول لك.
The image of the 3 car-bombed suspects began to worry me. What had happened to them? My attempts to get information on their whereabouts from the authorities were unsuccessful. But in my search, I came across something that might give me an indication. A family whose sons were also being held under terrorist charges And today was the day they were being released from Abu Ghraib prison.
وتنبلكوا لأبو غريب أما أنت فيني بيه بوبيا من عليهم خو تعذيب نادى
تعذيب والله حرس وطني نازل عراقي بس
قوات احتلال الامريكي بنزكي ولا ابد
يعني مسيا ما نكسجن بوين او رامانيا نتشيش نهائيا
بس حرب نفسي تقرك
بس يكشتي كان هي خراب يعني كبد مانيان لا
وشو ادفن
وتكنوا كما خلق
بيتنا لين تو تهمتي بيتنا لين كي درشيت بيتنا لين تو لشويت
اتصال نية بمالت حتى دو ما أبو غريب نميني اتصالنا
حرب
مواجهانية
22,000 معتقد
22,000
لو وتم يك سؤال يك مية توصل سؤال بس من يك سؤال لسرتي وتي ألين وإرهابي ألين وتم دليل شيء ندى ما نشر قلت ولا لا نا تشيك قلت ولا لا
نا صاحي عملية
لا ماله في أمان الله
أو هالسكوتي أمريكا لقال خلقا أبيته هو أو خلق دواي رأيهم بقورن وببن بإرهابي
يعني إيه لقى منك الأمي شق قسم كل وتو يوم علامتها هاوردوها أخذ درجة شيء يعني ما حقد جل أبيته إرهابي
هاي نجولو فيريكن نجولو فيريكن اللي واب كلا أمريكا وابدا سنكان علماء دين هي نجولو
خلقي كي زور من اللي قسم كردويا قال لي أنا دلين أمريكا هاتوا إمي آزاد كردوا
منش لك اليوم لكم زر أمانة أمريكا هاتوا شعبي قرطار كير نجيش ما نأنفال ما نكشتن ما نبري ما
شون بردا بوشي بردا يعني أي ناودي وإرهابين لسروا نجيرا
تهمت مال بوهات واعترف على أنك إرهابي درجي اعتراف كي من إرهابيين بصمة وتوقيع
من تناقم أجر تو اعتراف بكي لقى قواتي لجدي قواتي عراقي شركي لقى زدي قواتي تحالف شركي يعني تدبي اتهام بكريو دواي سجن بكريو حكم بكريو شون
برد أما زايش يكاك عليه هابي باس جائزة داتي عليه هابي باس بربو ماله
بيت اللي درتناكم أجر توقع لك شرطة
Innocent or not, these men were obviously deeply angered by their experience under the Americans. But the question of torture still lingered. Did it still go on? To find out, I met with the commander of Iraqi forces in Kirkuk, Liwa Anwar.
No, impossible. Impossible. And we don't allow impossible this thing happen in our brigade.
To me, it's clear that the Americans have brought some good to Iraq. They have liberated my people, the Kurds, from a brutal dictatorship. But I worry the growing anti-American feeling on the streets, combined with the constant daily grind of violent attacks, is eroding any benefits that liberation has brought. And that this violence may prevent my people from enjoying this short-lived freedom, prevent them from establishing an independent Kurdistan, and instead drag this country into a terrible civil war that will last for decades.